The movie opens on the coast of Malta, where we see a fisherman setting out to sail in his small boat. He carefully navigates through a water cave, and he arrives at the open sea after a while of sailing. The sea's atmosphere changes dramatically, and a dense fog appears out of nowhere, obscuring his view. The man decides to return to the coast, but then something collides with his boat, causing it to shake violently. He stumbles and he nearly falls overboard, but he manages to steady himself just in time. A few moments later, the fisherman spots a larger sailboat, drifting aimlessly in the distance. As he gets closer, he notices the boat's name, Myolos. He repeatedly calls out to someone on board, but no one answers him, curious. The fisherman decides to investigate, and before jumping onto the larger boat, he uses a rope to tie his small boat to it. He then goes inside Aolis, and he is surprised to find it empty. However, the ship does contain basic necessities, such as food and water. The fisherman also finds a radio, and he attempts to contact someone through it, but he once again receives no more response. After exploring for a while, the fisherman decides to leave and he goes to the deck, but to his shock, his small boat has mysteriously vanished, even though he had tied it securely. He then grabs binoculars to look for his boat, but the fog remains dense and he cannot see anything. Shortly after, the fog eventually clears, but his fishing boat is nowhere to be seen. The man then attempts to start the oar's engine, so he can steer towards the coast. Unfortunately, the engine is not working. He has no more idea where the boat is heading. After this, the fisherman goes below deck, where he notices a bathroom door suddenly closing by itself. However, he does not think of it and he opens the door again. He then uses a map he found, and he tries to navigate his position. Following this, the man returns below deck, and he grabs some tools to repair the engine. After some effort, he eventually fixes the engine, and he steers the boat in the direction of the coastline. This provides the man some relief, and he believes his luck has finally changed. He tries to request assistance over the radio, but receives no more response. Frustrated, man then attempts to urinate in the sea, but one of the sails hits him, almost knocking him overboard. Fortunately, he catches a railing just in time, and he jumps back onto the deck, since the man still needs to pee. He goes to the bathroom and he begins relieving himself. Just then, the bathroom door closes on its own, leaving him confused. He thinks it's just the wind and he ignores it, but after he urinates, he can't get himself out. The man desperately tries to open the door, but it appears to be locked from the outside. He takes a coin from his pocket and he attempts to twist the lock, but it doesn't work. The man then opens the door behind the mirror, and he is shocked to discover bloodstains inside. Regardless, he doesn't think much of it, and he grabs a pair of scissors instead. He tries to unlock the door using them, but is unsuccessful. Shortly after, he hears a voice on the radio outside, which informs him of an approaching cargo ship, and he urges him to steer his boat to avoid a collision. The fisherman then notices a small window in the bathroom, and he opens it to see a large ship getting closer. He frantically tries to get their attention, sticking his hand out and he throwing his clothes, but to no more avail. The man even tries to stick his head out the window, but it is too small and he can't fit through. Moments later, he notices a rope hanging from the bathroom window, and he throws it into the water. This eventually gets tangled with the propeller, slowing down the sailboat and avoiding the collision. And fortunately, the rope gets caught around his throat, and he starts strangling him. After an intense struggle, the poor man manages to loosen the rope, but he collapses unconscious on the bathroom floor. Or after a while, he awakens and he hears some noise outside. The man thinks it's a person and he calls out for help, but no one answers. He then discovers that the rope has been severed, and that the boat has started to flood. Soon the bathroom begins to flood as well, but he is shocked to learn that it is fresh water.